Another video with new stories from Ethiopia, Eritrea and Somalia. Firstly, Bati, a town of Ethiopia where a bomb explosion is being reported. Four persons were killed and around five were injured in Bati town. Second news story is from Somalia, where new President Hassan Sheikh Mahmud has passed his first order. Today he arrived at Villa Somalia. He took charge and he passed his first order, which was about NISA, National Intelligence and Security Agency of Somalia. The order was about NISA officials deployed at Mogadishu airport. NISA has been controversial during Farmajo era. A third news story is about Eritrean mediation in Sudan. Today, another message from Isaias Afwerki, Eritrean ruler, was delivered to Vice Chairman of Sudanese Sovereignty Council, General Hamati. Fourthly, viewers, while we reported last night about the disappearance of Tafira Mamu, Amhara Special Force former chief, now we have received some reports about detention, arrest of another officer, former officer of Amhara Special Force. He worked as deputy head of this special force. He was seen as right-hand man of Tafira Mamu. He's been arrested reportedly. And lastly, viewers, some pictures are being shared from Djibouti. The pictures show tanks. It is being said that Ethiopian government has purchased a large number of new tanks, and these tanks are being offloaded in Djibouti. We have some pictures for you. Firstly, it was Bati town, situated on a far Amhara border, is the place where a bomb explosion is being reported. At least four persons were killed and several were injured, including some women and children. Reportedly, it was a leftover bomb which remained unexploded, and someone touched it by mistake. The person could not identify that it was a bomb. So it was touched and it went off, and several persons have been injured and killed. We know that Bati was a battlefront a few months ago. Tigray Defense Force was in control of Bati, and we saw heavy airstrikes and drone strikes on Bati. Government media is saying that it was a bomb left over by retreating Tigray forces, and today it exploded by mistake when some residents touched it. We don't know if TDF left it or it was dropped from a plane or a drone, because it could be some munition used in an airstrike or drone strike as well. It happens wherever wars come to an end. These unexploded bombs, they keep on creating problems, and such incidents happen. World War II bombs are being discovered even now. You see how many decades have passed. So people of Amhara, Afar, Tigray regions, they'll keep on suffering for months, if not years, if there is no proper clearance. Even if there is clearance, you can clear landmines, but still there would be hundreds, if not thousands, of unexploded munitions found and sometime these munitions can explode. And this is what happened in Bati. Some casualties happened there. Second news story is from Somalia, viewers, where Hassan Sheikh Mahmud is the new president now. Today he took charge. He visited the Villa Somalia presidential office and he passed his first order. The first order was about NISA. NISA is National Intelligence and Security Agency of Somalia. It was led by Farmajo's right-hand man, Fahad Yassin, and NISA officials were accused of being involved in the disappearance of a NISA agent, Ikran Tahlil, who was reportedly murdered, and her family accused NISA of being behind the killing of that intelligence official. And this case became a sort of dispute between the president and the prime minister back then. So NISA remained controversial during Farmajo era. And now Hassan Sheikh Mahmud passed his first order today. The order was about disarming and removal of NISA officials deployed at Mogadishu airport. So dozens of intelligence officials who were deployed at the airport, they have been disarmed and they have been removed. Will they be replaced by other NISA officials, or does Hassan Sheikh, Somalia's president, want no NISA presence at the airport? That is just a question which will be answered in coming hours. So far, what we can confirm is that dozens of NISA officials, they have been removed from airport in Mogadishu. It seems that Hassan Sheikh will try to focus on overhaul of NISA. NISA was seen as politicized during Farmajo era. Let's see. We could see some changes in security forces, their commanders, how they work, because the security forces were split as well during Farmajo era. So, can Hassan Sheikh unite these security forces, depoliticizing them, or will it lead to further splits? That remains to be seen. Thirdly, viewers, third news story is about Eritrean mediation efforts to resolve ongoing Sudanese political crisis. It's not a secret now because Eritrea has officially confirmed that it is mediating to resolve Sudanese political problems. We saw a top Eritrean delegation visit Sudan thrice, I think, in the past 1 month. Yemane Gabriab and Usman Saleh, Eritrean foreign minister, visited Sudan twice and they delivered special message from Isaias Afwerki, Eritrean President, to Sudanese Army Chief Abdul Fattah Burhan. Now, another message was delivered today from Eritrean ruler, Eritrean President, to Sudanese general. This time, Eritrean ambassador to Sudan, Isa Muhammad, delivered a special message from Isaias Afwerki to General Hamdan Dagalo. Hamdan Dagalo is vice chairman of Sudan's Sovereignty Council, a powerful man, a rich man leading RSF, Janjaweed fighters, and involved in gold trade as well. His family is running Al Junaid company involved in gold trading. A very powerful man in Sudan. And today, Isa Muhammad delivered a special message from Isaias Afwerki to General Hamdan Dagalo. Eritrea has been showing concerns about some recruitment activities by General Hamdan in eastern part of Sudan, which has border with Eritrea. Reportedly here, Janjaweed militias were being recruited and trained, and Eritrea objected to it that Janjaweed fighters who were accused of being involved in human rights abuses in Darfur should not be spread, should not be allowed to operate in Eritrea Sudan border areas. So there are several issues. Eritrea is showing its reach, viewers, and Sudan is welcoming Eritrea. Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, Hamdan Dagalo, both are welcoming Eritrean mediation efforts to resolve the ongoing crisis in Sudan. Third news story is about another Amhara Special Force former commander who has been arrested. In previous videos, two previous videos today, we informed you about Brigadier General Tafira Mamu, who is missing. His family says that he has been abducted. He is former head of Amhara Special Force, and he was very vocal against Ethiopian federal government, against Amhara politicians. He was a very staunch supporter of Fano. He was against disarming of Fano. And now when a disarming campaign is underway against Fano, a crackdown against Fano command is underway, Tafira Mamu has disappeared. Now his deputy has also been detained. Former deputy. Name of the deputy is Biset Getahun. When Tafira Mamu was removed from Amhara Special Force Command in February, Biset Getahun was also removed because he was right-hand man of Tafira Mamu. And reportedly today he was arrested in Woldia. Again, like his boss, Biset Getahun is also a supporter of Fano. He toes the line adopted by Tafira Mamu. That is why he is being detained in Woldia. Whereabouts of Tafira Mamu are still unknown. Government is not confirming his arrest or otherwise. Lastly, viewers, very important news story is from Djibouti. Ethiopia uses Djibouti's ports because Ethiopia is a landlocked country. For its imports, exports, Ethiopia relies on Djibouti's ports. Ethiopian government says it is in need of money. Economy is under pressure. The government is in talks with IMF, World Bank, because there is shortage of cash. On the other hand, government is spending on purchasing more weapons. We have some pictures for you shared by some news sources. The pictures are from Djibouti. The pictures show arrival of some tanks bought by Ethiopia. The tanks are being offloaded at the port in Djibouti. You can see the picture on your screen. It is being said that a large number of tanks newly purchased by Ethiopia has arrived in Djibouti. They are being offloaded and they are being sent to Ethiopia. So on the one hand, government says it does not have money. That is why inflation is on the rise, unemployment is on the rise, food prices are rising. On the other hand, government is spending on purchasing new weapons. This shipment has been seen. That is why we are reporting about it. So there could be other shipments which are hidden and which are being processed by the government. So it means that government is not stepping back from its position that security forces should be strengthened. No matter what happens, the government wants to strengthen Ethiopian National Defense Force, not regional forces, because tanks will be used by ENDF, not by any regional force. So while people are dying of hunger, while there is drought, while Ethiopia is requesting IMF, World Bank for financial assistance, for loans, on the other hand, Ethiopia is spending on buying these tanks and other heavy weapons. Thanks for watching.